So this is a very, very simple drawing to follow, but more than that, it's a wonderfully relaxing one to draw. It doesn't require any complicated techniques or perfect lines. We just need a few basic shapes and just a little time to slow down. If you're looking for something calm and mindful, a little way to pause your thoughts and settle into the present moment, this is a lovely place to begin. So I'm starting by drawing around the inside of a roll of tape directly onto the page with my gel pen. I'm placing 4 circles on the page. You can place these wherever you want. You don't have to follow my drawing exactly. Then, using my circle stencil, I'm just going to draw in some smaller circles to join the larger ones together. If you don't have a circle stencil, you could use a pair of compasses or a smaller roll of tape, a lid from a jam jar or a coin. The exact placement of these circles, it really doesn't matter too much. The idea is simply that the 4 large circles will be joined together by the smaller circles. Inside each of the larger circles, I'm just going to use a black marker pen to add some wiggly Neurographic Style lines. Some are curvy, some are a little bit more wiggly. And some I'm creating some small loops. And we just want to put about 5 or 6 of these lines in each circle. So now inside each of the smaller circles, we're going to draw an even smaller circle. Again, if you haven't got a circle stencil, a round coin would work really well for this. Now for the part where we don't have to think. All we're going to do is curve off all of the edges in a neurographic style. If you're new to neurographic art, it simply means rounding off every sharp corner where the lines meet. Take your time here, there's absolutely no rush. This is the part where you don't really have to think. So just gently settle your breathing and slowly work your way around the page, just smoothing off each intersection as you approach it. I'm using a black gel pen because I love the way that it glides across the page. It gives a deep, even black and dries beautifully flat. Mine has a 0.7mm nib and it's permanent ink, which is especially helpful if you're planning to add a water-based colour later. If you don't have a gel pen, you could use a black fine liner or a thin marker pen. So now we're just going to add some small lines around the smaller circles. Just tiny marks, spaced out a few millimetres apart. And we're just going to work our way around the circle, little line after little line. And again, there's something very relaxing about this repetition. Just those small, steady movements of the hand. No big decisions to be made, just a quiet flow. So the circles in the middle, we're going to ink those in completely. So I'm just doing this with my gel pen. It does take a little bit longer than paint would, but that for me is all part of the calm. I do sometimes use ink, but I do just find that the gentle scratching of the gel pen, that steady filling in of colour, I find that totally relaxing. I find this very meditative because you don't have to think. You just have to move that pen backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards. And it's just stillness. And hopefully you'll see the design starting to come together. So for the colour, I'm using a gold gouache today, but you can use whatever you've got to hand. Watercolour, ink, acrylic, coloured pencil. The final effect may vary slightly, but there's no need to rush out and buy anything new. Just use what you have, even if that's just felt tip pens. So all I'm doing is painting in every other section inside the larger circles. Pick one section, any section, and colour it in. Then wherever a section joins at the point, colour that in too. As you go, you'll see the pattern forming naturally. And just continue this throughout all of the large circles. You might notice that my palette is a cake tray. These make wonderful DIY palettes for your paints. I really enjoy adding colour with a paintbrush, especially when the sections are large enough to move around comfortably. And these are just right. They're not too fiddly and they're not too small. If you accidentally paint slightly over the black lines, don't worry, because once it's dry you can simply thicken up the edges. This particular gold gouache is from Winsor & Newton. I'm not sponsored or endorsed or anything like that. This is just what I've chosen to buy. But it's got the most beautiful shimmer. And as it catches the light, it just gently lifts the whole piece. And there you go. Just like that, with a few circles and a few flowing lines, a little bit of colour, you've got something simple, striking, and that was wonderfully relaxing to create. I really hope you found this video useful or relaxing or inspiring. If you have, do let me know in the comments below or give me a thumbs up by hitting that like button. And I hope to catch up with you all again soon.